Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to ESL One Katowice. We are here on the B stream, continuing our coverage from the ESL offices in Cologne. And as you can see on the cold, blistery, winter-ish night in the streets of Poland, we're gonna have some Dota 2 being played. A bare-knuckle brawl, a slap fest, back and forth punches, a fight to the death. Fnatic versus Alliance. Live in 5,
4, 3, and we're live.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Lacoste, Space Skip, Lyrical, your casters for this one. And we saw a game number 1 dominated by Meepo and Abed playing it beautifully. What you guys feel about that one? How you guys feeling about this series? You guys' opinions of the teams change at all?
Not really. I'm going to be honest, I don't actually know that much about this alliance. I've watched bits and pieces of their games, but
I respect that, man.
admitting that I just don't really know. I don't always get the opportunity to watch EU Dota, and when Alliance are, and this is a bit harsh, but they're mostly a qualifier team. They're not at the actual lands, and if I'm watching the qualifiers, I'm more than likely casting 10 hours of SEA in China, and then I don't want to touch any more Dota for
And
the
this
rest
is
of the
what
day.
I dislike. You're not watching EU Dota. It's like you're not trying to get better.
Well, see, the other thing is that they did make it to the tournaments like Chongqing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they did get knocked out fairly early on in that one also. So even when they are making it to lands, it doesn't always work out for them either. But I think that this team showed their stuff early in the season, and the big problem is that they haven't really. I feel like they've been trying to do what has been needed to change to catch up to the meta, but it's not working fully.
Is this Chen pick is it good for them? They seem to pick it a decent amount.
I found Chen extremely good in this patch. It's so easy to execute. You don't have to have a Chen player anymore. When I say Chen player, you can actually have a guy who controls one unit. It's not that hard. You don't have to have. What are you laughing about?
I don't know.
You don't need to have a guy who
people
has.
aren't getting multiple points in Holy Persuasion, right?
No.
It's
Divine Favor, just max it
1-3-1.
out, and it's so easy to execute the ganks. You just TP a guy who clears the wave, goes back to the jungle, or just goes off the map, and it's a guaranteed kill.
You know which one I liked? They picked up because it's also level dependent now, which creeps you can get, right? Mm-hmm. So I liked they picked up that whatever the Mogul or whatever it was, and it's the small camp that hurts you really bad when you're a support and you're pulling.
Yeah.
Have you checked out what the ability does? It's a right click. Every time it hits you, it deals 2 damage per second for 10 seconds on heroes. So it's 20 damage. And he was just
talking about the
punching him.
Vuls?
Yeah, punching him and then running away and then punching him and he just ran away again. He just kept doing it. It was like the Wind Ranger with Orb of
It's
Venom.
not going to win you the game, though. It's
Whatever,
It's
It's
gonna win you
cool.
the lane. Win lanes,
amazing.
win games.
Harpy Stormcrafter wins
good.
you a lane. Vul Assassin does not win you a lane.
I mean, if you just think about it, Rule Assassin, it doesn't sound like it's doing anything.
No, it wasn't, but it was fun. And I liked seeing it. It was amazing. He just ran up and punched people. And then it got killed eventually, so it was a little bit sad.
What's the HP on that one?
It's not great, but
well,
you get the bonus.
it's a Chen dominant, so
Yeah.
it's they all have the
flat.
same.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right.
I'm just tired a bit.
You're just testing.
No, I'm just stupid. Just kidding.
Dota's too complicated, man. All this
Exactly.
stuff you got to remember. Nah.
It happens. I will say that we're getting ready to get going in this one. Insania put out about 20,000 smiley faces because Abed said they want to be dire. Actually, no, Insania asked Radiant, please, and then Abed said dire. So I don't know what that's about. But
Insania is one of those people that doesn't actually type the colon when you do
Oh yeah, it's a Russian style. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you don't type the whole smiley.
You just type D. And,
Yeah.
and then people know what you mean.
Well, we do have a draft that we can hop into now in this final game of the day for the B stream. Again, continuing our coverage of the Katowice tournament here in Cologne, Germany.
This time around.
Oh my God. Did they really just do it?
You know, oh my God. That's the ultimate nah.
Yeah.
It's just, we don't want to play against this again.
Just to be clear, that's the Meepo first phase ban you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about the Shadow Shaman.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
No, definitely the Meepo first phase ban.
All right,
And it's
Timbersaw.
Timbersaw as well. All right, MP, if he wants it, he can have his Juggernaut. Alliance would rather play against the Jug.
Every time I see someone banning like this, they ban what they lost to in the first game. They just lose the second game right away.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so do Fnatic want the Jug without the Shadow Shaman? It's kind of an interesting question to see if they will go for it. The Tiny looked pretty good in the previous game. That's open again here. I think they would like to pick heroes that aren't too vulnerable to Chen ganks, but okay, looks like Fog's going to be happy, and we are going to have the life.
No one else is going to be happy because we have a life stealer. Like this is the most anti-hype hero ever. Like you can't do any flashy plays. Besides,
I will show you this game.
Besides, I don't know, getting out of
him up
infest.
so much.
Oh, yeah.
Just prepare yourself.
All right.
Okay.
The feast.
He's healing up.
The feast. The feast. Ooh.
It's the refraction, except the rage.
Yeah, the rage. So we do have Razor picked, the ultimate answer to Life Stealer. Is that a negative? Talk to me.
I think okay. So I'm yet to see super convincing counters to Lifestealer, especially with this new build. I think Razor is good, but new Lifestealer is fast. New Lifestealer is really, really fast.
He's got his boogie shoes on.
And it's actually a problem for this matchup against Razor. Also, if you're building Radiance, you don't care as much about Razor stealing all of your damage because you can often come into a fight infested into something, or you're a big part of what Lifestealer is doing is just kind of surviving and letting the Radiance burn do its job. So I am not convinced that Razor is this be-all, end-all counter against Lifestealer. If you can put him up against the Lifestealer in lane, sure, but I have seen Razors struggle to chase Lifestealer around the map and actually really stop him. So I'm not convinced by Razor as like a hard counter. Soft counter, sure, but
Speaking of things that we want to see in this game, I am feeling like Fnatic are going to take like a 4th or 5th pick Earth Spirit, and they're going to run Ice 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 ET. They're going to give him the old swapperoo. Okay, never mind.
and Gabe's theory instantly invalidated within seconds.
All right, tell me Box's hero right away. So they can...
Not Bloodseeker, that's for sure. Homie was struggling last game. And again, I don't know if that's as much on him or if that's just on the hero being weak right now. I think it's more on the hero than on Boxy. I mean, they could run Boxy Razor if they wanted to. Just lane him against the Lifestealer. I wouldn't mind that at all.
They have to somehow... Yeah, they got to figure out how to set these lanes up properly. Otherwise, the Lifestealer is just going to run away from the Razor, and they're going to keep putting the Pangolier up against him. And Pango can just find bits and pieces of farm with the Swashbuckle and jump away anytime the Static Link comes out. Alliance needs some solid lockdown, that's for sure. They have... BKB Piercing Disable would also be really nice against both the Pangolier and the Lifestealer. I don't know what form that would take exactly. Like, I don't know if you want to run Bane Chen as your support duo, but Bane is pretty good against the Lifestealer and the Pango.
What about Doom? We've seen Dooms as a counter to a Lifestealer, but you need to have some kind of a catch. You can't just Doom him and expect him to die because he's going to run away.
Right. I mean, this would be one of the times where you could do like a Grimstroke, because Grimstroke I think is pretty good against Pango and Lifestealer, but then you're doing like Grimstroke Doom, and that doesn't... Again, it's like, it's good and all. I still am not a believer in it, but it lacks that other form of control that you guys are talking about then.
Pay attention.
Okay.
His sword, Pango's sword, goes through Lifestealer.
Yes.
Okay. I'm watching. Oh my god, are we going to see like another 3?
Hype 3, 2, 1, go.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's a scary dude.
Skywrath Mage. Why? But why?
So this could be 4 Sky, or this could be a mid Sky.
Okay.
But you don't know what the matchup is going to be yet for mid sky. I
So
guess
everything's
that's the
still
thing.
open. Yeah.
I mean, the silence looks okay if you get it off before the two heroes use their magic immunity. And Fnatic just picks CM. Okay. Yeah, this is the hero that you love seeing with the Pangolier.
Oh yeah,
Tusk.
for sure.
So, makes some sense. I mean, good against... both of these heroes have, well, Chen especially has changed so much that we're not even going to talk about the usual talking point would be, oh, the Frostbite against the creeps, but Chen doesn't get creeps anymore, so
Right.
Yeah, ignore that.
So, what heroes does this open up mid for Abed to play? Since the CM is going to give you that regen. To sort of
I think
use?
he kind of wants to play something like Lina this game. Like they need to pick something that also doesn't get annihilated by Razor, because if you give Alliance the opportunity, they will just swap the Razor to the mid lane. Like, if they're worried that they won't be able to pressure the Lifestealer with the Razor, but they have a hero, like Abed's playing a hero mid that they can easily pressure with Razor, then I think they'll just swap the lanes to make that happen. So they got to watch out for that. And then they also need a hero that doesn't get obliterated by Monkey King. So they pretty much can't pick a melee hero for Abed. He has to play something ranged in this situation. And I think Lina looks pretty good. I don't know what else. Probably not Sniper. I've got ways to get on top of a Sniper.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of heroes that are completely unpickable. You can't Conka, you can't DK, and anything melee is just looking impossible.
Mm.
I'm starting to feel like, too, this might end up being...
You could Pugna for sure.
For sure.
It's a great pick against all these three heroes inside of Alliance.
Might be a ban here. It's a hero that's been so relevant recently that I think it's like in a lot of drafters' head. They do have pretty good heroes to recall for ganks too, with the Monkey King being there as well as the Skywrath.
The one thing that's interesting to me about Pugna, and this is just kind of a general commentary in the direction that the game is going in, but it feels like a lot of the more niche, like cheesy heroes have kind of disappeared, or they've slowly been like tweaked to the point where they're not the same. Like Broodmother got changed a lot, or the map got changed, so Brood isn't so cheesy. Huskar doesn't have his magic resistance anymore, so he's not really as cheesy of a hero. Pugna is the one hero where it's like, if you don't have the right answers to Pugna, he can just completely annihilate the whole game. And that's not even, like, it used to kind of be about the Netherward a little bit, but now it's just sort of the general pace of game, and then also the Netherward is kind of also there.
The decrep in the laning stage is so terrifying.
That's also really brutal, yeah.
Like, you just can't last hit.
Alliance, what are they? They're racking their brains. Okay, they banned it. There's the Pugna, and they just pick Puck.
I know my boys from Alliance, the way they're thinking, and they're thinking good.
Except they were just thinking dumb in the last game when they didn't ban the Meepos.
Well,
that was the wake up call.
Things like that need to get through, so you can wake up the second day, decide to win all of your games.
They're playing the long game, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
They need a reliable stun for this Puck. Even though if they want to play a hero like a Dragon Knight, they could still do it. Dragon Knight against the Monkey King, it's not the worst matchup. I would say 60-40 for Monkey King. But
what about against the Razor?
Against the Razor, it's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing you need to be concerned about is you can't swashbuckle or rolling thunder away as Pango once you get coiled.
Yeah,
which is pretty rough in the mid game.
Puck is certainly good. If you are Fnatic, yeah, tough call actually on what you pick here.
I mean, a lot of those mobility-oriented heroes kind of just get owned by this.
Yeah, I still think Lina is okay, but it's not a perfect pick. And ooh.
All right, that's not a stun, but it's
yeah.
Did Does he just go the Yule's build and blow people up?
Maybe.
I think it's pretty good here as like a way to deal with the silence too.
If he could somehow get a, I think Hurricane Pike looks really good this game for SF.
I guess they have 2 different phase shifts, which you might be able to phase shift away from.
Oh, if you're just mashing it as you get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, could do. I don't know if he goes for a more right-click kind of build or. Shadow Fiend's the one thing that is good about the hero is that he is fairly versatile when it comes to builds.
And the other nice thing is it's a great hero to abuse the CM aura, right? Like that's amazing. Just go into the jungle and raise.
And they're on Radiant, right?
Yeah.
So he's got that medium camp right there to farm up in between.
So lineups. If Shadowfin can build multiple items in this game, they can spam their spells. I don't think they're gonna lack damage even if Shadowfin decides to go for some team-oriented build with Guardian Greaves, but he needs either BKB or Yule Scepter against all this magical damage. But overall, I would say Fnatic's lineup looking way better to me, and they can spam their spells, especially ET, who's such mana dependent on top of Shadowfiend and Pango. But Alliance's draft looking way better than what they had in the first game for sure.
Yeah, I like Alliance's draft quite a bit. I'm not entirely convinced by their supports, and for that reason, I'm going to go for Fnatic. I don't like the Alliance support duo very much.
Well, we've got a lot of laughing going on. Both Fnatic and Alliance. Just very tickled themselves. It looks like there was a ping out, maybe anticipating that there was a ward dropped, but it doesn't happen. Oh, God. Oh, no. Alliance are going to try and do the thing that Topson did, where they're going to see if they can walk into the fountain and get the courier kill. This is what OG did against Alliance in the qualifiers that we were casting. They're pinging it out immediately. They know what's happening. Oh, no.
He's dead.
Yeah, is he? Can he get out of this okay?
He could skill the spring, right?
Yeah.
And then just take to the trees.
Well,
take
all right.
Let's give this up.
They don't want to chase him, so they're just gonna go for 2 bounty runes on bottom.
Well, there you go.
That's hilarious.
You know what? He can't be blamed for trying. The Skywrath Mage build is absolutely just foul to look at.
Oh.
I don't even. What is that? 4 mantles and a clarity potion. Oh, Lord, this is what Dota has become. And Chen is just punching ice.
Yo, Define Favor. That's some good stuff right there.
All right. Well, this is an old school matchup.
Yeah.
Puck versus Shadowfiend. Haven't seen this one for a while.
I mean, has anything changed? Is it pretty much the same as it was before?
Yeah, a lot of things changed. Shadowfiend
Puck has a lot of base damage.
He skilled Shadow Rays level 1.
Interesting.
That's not that uncommon.
Yeah, but usually before you would never see that.
That's true. Yeah, I guess it depends on how far in the past we are talking here for this matchup.
Like Shadowfiend against Viper, Dota 1.
Yeah.
Shadowfiend against Puck.
Well, so far, seems like it's relatively even there. 3 denies on Shadowfiend's pretty nifty.
Oh, Mickey.
Uh-oh. Trading hits there as well. What's that Skywrath been up to while we keep our eyes on the other lane? Does look like he's just going to keep on trying to spam out whatever he can bottom lane and then eventually maybe either kill himself or head off to the side. But Jab's just jungling. He wants to get that level 2. Should get it after this creep wave, maybe? After this creep? No, needs another one.
Yeah, interesting approach from Fnatic, just completely sacking ice. And being greedy. They do have the Lifestealer up against the Razor, so in theory this is that hard counter that Alliance were looking for with the immediate response. And again, I reiterate that in practice, it has not felt that way. Oh, don't give him a stack, size.
Foxy able to count to 4. Abed dodges away from the orb. He did hit Mickey on one of the raises there that he tried to phase shift away from. So doing a little bit of, oh, another phase shift used.
Yeah, also, I incorrectly said that Fnatic were on the Radiant. They're on the Dire, so...
Oh my god, Mickey sensing that he can potentially get a kill here, and Abed able to just go and take out the courier. Oh my goodness, and DJ draws first blood. Abed gonna go for the salve and TP.
He didn't
back
even
to
TP
the
home. He
tower.
TP'd to the tier 1.
Oh, what a guy.
Oh, man.
They grab the first blood, he killed their courier, he goes back, doesn't die.
He drew 2 support rotations.
Yeah, he's gonna die now. Oh, that's a bummer. He needs to walk back to a lane now.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. So a big win there for Mickey.
Yeah.
Stuck around a bit too long.
I mean, that was just a bit silly to go back to the lane like that after seeing that the Skywrath mage was right there in the neighborhood. But
Well, and he's going to take the walk. And we will see if they can do anything else here. DJ trying to run away. A lot of damage there onto that Skywrath. He's going to actually have to TP home.
He wanted to TP home for mana anyway, so not a huge deal. Oh, wait. I thought for a second that Lifestealer was buying Armlet, but it was just the Blades of Attack from his phase boots. And then the Gloves of Haste from his Midas. So, there you go.
We don't do that in 2019, sorry.
No. Oh, the TP home and then the recall.
Yeah.
Nice play, and now Jabs is going to die for it. So
Okay.
that makes it even more disgusting of a build.
So they can just keep doing this.
Yeah.
Right? Well, every time Skywrath is a TP off cooldown, so every 60 seconds, but...
The strats coming out. No longer saving them.
Oh, Shadow Fiend.
More heroes in the area, but they have Jabs and DJ around, and we'll just decide to turn this back around. Mickey gets pulled in, tries to find the kill, but it's not quite going to happen. They're going to throw it out once, gives him another punch. The Fairy Fire, the walkway.
Don't kill it.
When this
Don't
dies,
kill it.
Oh, don't let it die. I've been trying to hide. And it looks like he will live.
All right.
I think if he used Boulder, Shadow Fiend would die. If he used it way earlier.
Maybe. Yeah, I thought that he had already used it.
If he'd given the puck like an opportunity to get an auto attack off, then he would have died, yeah. Because Mickey just disengaged as fast as he could, but if the Shadow Fiend had been a little bit lower, maybe he would have...
MP needs to be careful here. We'll get slowed down, just pops the rage, and then the runaway. But right now, Alliance are owning all 3 of their lanes. They're killing it. This looks like Jabs will get the bounty rune. Koikva has a lot of bonus damage here. And thinking about walking up to the high ground, they dropped down a ward that will be able to reveal the Observer ward as MP taking some more of the damage there.
The DJ only had the spirit bonus for that first hit, and then it faded. He came in and he gave like one big punch, and then there was a very weak little open-handed slap after that. But yeah, you're right. Alliance are farming fantastically across all 3 of their heroes. The supports have really gotten a lot done running around. I had my doubts about the support duo, but it seems like they're getting quite a lot done. They're not getting a ton of experience, but it is, Fnatic support's not doing too much better themselves.
To me, this feels like it's maybe Fnatic making the change as well as DJ moves in. Won't be able to find the Echo Stomp. Taigya does look to be a dead Skywrath, in spite of the Divine Favor heals coming through. But it feels like Fnatic have drafted more for the mid-game team fights, whereas Alliance are all in on sort of owning these lanes.
Yeah, they've picked 2 or even like 3 very gross laning heroes.
Oh, mid lane, Coil on Shadow Fiend is ready, plus a haste.
Well, Pump Fake get the Requiem. They bring in another, not deciding like they want to actually go. And Mickey with this haster and ready to move in. The Boundless Strike comes through. Abed tries to turn, tries to fight, see if they can get the kill. Misses on the raise. Is going to be able to find a second one, though. Boxy eventually goes down. But they took down Abed first.
It's hard to aim puck with coils. If he's hasted, plus phase shift is ready.
Yeah. Especially if you're not a person who uses the like move to direction thing. I think a lot of Shadowfiend players. Oh, look at these stacks!
That was a triple stack by DJ.
This guy's a beast. But they traded their Monkey King for the Shadowfiend, so that was not worth it at all for Alliance. That was a big commitment to really get a whole lot of nothing. They're looking for Ice 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 here. If he swashbuckles in the right direction, he might survive, but...
Gives him the buckle. Doesn't have a TP though now, and well, Boxy can just run him down. Throw out the Boundless Strike, get the kill, but this is all space created for the Shadowfiend, who's in catch-up mode now. They leave DJ the lane, and Abed takes the jungle farm.
Yeah, he's level 7, has Clarities running, Arcane Aura. He can just farm jungle all he wants. And look at the build on Lifestealer. A casual Windlace, Phase Boots before he finishes his Midas, so he can contribute to a team fight if necessary and also run away from a Razor to break the static link. Double damage on bottom.
That's nice. Looks like it's just going to be picked up by Jabs actually instead, so not a huge deal.
I think the biggest issue for Fnatic right now is just how much Ice 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 is struggling. He's having a very difficult game. He's only got 1,800 net worth. So.
Well, they find the kill on the Quakefa though. The DD rune working. Right. Heyo. But it looks like Boxy's going to get away from that one. I mean, it does still feel like Shadowfiend is having himself the type of game that you want, in spite of some of those early woes, as they're going to dive forward for this kill onto DJ, trying to live through this. We'll have the go stomp if he wants to use it, but the silence comes out, and meanwhile, Pango moves into position, catches a couple, and look at the right clicks coming from CM Jabs. Gets the kill. Meanwhile, Insania gets caught by the Raze, another one comes out, and Abed finds himself another kill. Fnatic pulling back in this one.
Alliance are really thirsty for this mid-tier 1 tower, or at least the dives on the mid-tier 1 tower. It just... I don't even know if it's a good look or if it's like the right way that they should be playing. I think they're telling themselves like, oh hey, we won the lanes, like we better keep doing stuff. But they're really throwing themselves into what I think are otherwise even trades, like the Monkey King for the Shadowfiend, or just now like the Elder Titan for their Skywrath Mage. It's very even. And they're not really accomplishing a whole lot.
Yeah, both supports on Alliance's side kind of under-leveled. Skywrath is going to hit level 4 if they manage to grab this kill.
And Abed just going to TP away, realizes he does not want to be here. Pango, seeing if he can make a little bit of space. He's just going to go for the rolling boulder now. As Quakeva walks out of leash range, he picks up the bounty rune as he rolls through. All right. And also is able to buy his arcane runes while he was rolling thunder.
Yep. Sees a little stack here.
Yeah, why not?
Easy. Recovery farm for Ice Ice Ice. He's now more farmed than the Skywrath, though. Can he get out of here with his life? Oh, no! Oh, no! Puck got taken bottom. Okay, they're going to get some kills here. It's okay.
Most likely. Wukong's command is out, but Boxy needs to be careful, not able to dodge either of those raises by Abed, and he hits on the third one as well. Jab's gonna live through all of this. Insania also soon to fall. Fnatic starting to take it to Alliance. A series of misadventures.
That was dead Pango, and I think Puck was lost for a moment. That was not the greatest ulti. He could have casted it on multiple targets. Jabs, can he run away?
Trying to chase for this one.
He ran right back into that.
McGay gonna pop his regen rune now, so he should live through all of this as well. Although is trading hits, life store feast. Remember, okay, no more jokes. Chase forward, trying to see if they can get this guy. The Boundless Strike is out, and MP trying to run gets away.
Left feels so fast now. Oh my god. Oh, Ice Ice Ice! With the solo kill.
That should not happen.
No, it shouldn't.
You know, how many times have we said that about Ice Ice Ice? This Pango's solo killing people, right? Like, it just keeps happening.
Skywrath Mage is level 6. Ulti is ready. The problem is Chen is only level 3. All right, he just TP'd Puck to bottom.
What?
It really feels like all of these Chen strats, they're just playing for like the first 2 levels or whatever, and then if they fall off a cliff, it's really kind of weird to watch. I think this hero has some more potential if you just get a couple more levels and you go steal some catapults at minute 5 and stuff like that. But seeing a level, is he still like level 3, level 4?
Yeah, he's level 4
12
now.
minutes in. It's so strange.
It ain't great.
Oh, they need the silence.
MP caught, cannot rage TP away. And, well, they blew him up very quickly. Mickey getting the kill.
All right, can they get a tower now?
I don't think so. They have really weak...
They got no creep wave either. Just got dragged
really
away by
weak
the
pushers.
spirits.
Chen can cast Divine Favor on a siege creep that he dominated.
Pango rolling in. Trying to take down Boxy, trying to take down Insania. Not the easiest thing in the world, but maybe just a little bit of space created, drawing attention there. Another recall. He jaunts back in instead, says, I want to stay here this time. Able to dodge away for some of the damage that time. But yeah, 13 minutes in, and it definitely feels like Fnatic have been able to catch back up fully, and a Midas is done on this Lifestealer. Probably going to be going into that Radiance soon afterwards.
Shadowfiend has Shadow Blade ready. Level 1 ulti only, sadly, but he can still grab a kill on any of supports. Let's see if he can blow up Razor. Never mind, Razor reads this movement well.
I think this game shows the caveat of what we were talking about earlier today about like this meta is really laning focused, but it's very laning focused with the caveat that you have to do something after you win the lanes. And to me, that's what Alliance have not succeeded in doing here. All of the tier 1 towers are still standing for Fnatic's side. They got a couple of kills, but never successfully transitioned it into anything, and now Fnatic are just catching back up, because they've still got plenty of space on the map to farm, and Alliance were the ones who picked more laning-focused heroes.
Coil out is going to be able to find that kill with Mickey, but as you said, what's that follow-up? And to me, I think really it speaks more about Fnatic than it does about Alliance, because Alliance are doing what a lot of other teams have been able to do, and Fnatic are just coming up with that answer, which is we're going to push out the waves, and your kills aren't going to matter as much, as it does look like they'll take down Jabs eventually.
Yeah, but now Quick's dead.
Yeah, so a little bit of a tough one. Looking for that raise, open wounds, and the right clicks will find that kill. Okay, they're able to pick up those bounty runes. Because they, again, like that Divine Favor with catapults is a lot of damage out onto towers.
Yeah, you just need to use it.
Right.
They're so busy running around the map.
Oh, Monkey King. He dodged. He did not dodge. Just kidding.
Ooh.
Abed was patient enough to wait for him to use Mischief so he can finish him off with the Shadow Rays. I thought he dodged that right click.
Uh-oh. Needs to run. Needs to hide. A lot of armor, but doesn't matter when you're silenced. See him. Koikva moves back in. This is a nice play for them. If Alliance can find this kill here.
Why doesn't he TP out?
He was cold.
All right. He's too fast. This hero is actually too fast.
just why TP when you can just walk away?
Yeah.
Why would you spend 50 gold, Lucas?
Let me just see his move speed once he uses phase boots with the wind. This is with Windlace. I kind of praise this build for him at the start.
I mean, he's got 404 with, oh my god.
That's pretty insane. And now the Pango moving into position, seeing if he can catch himself a Koikva, but Koikva able to get the nice dodge on, and now ISSA needs to retreat. But he's kind of done what they needed him to do, which is just clear out that creep wave.
He wasn't aiming for the heroes. He was aiming for the creeps. That was 100% his job. If you looked at the minimap, he didn't have anybody really nearby or anybody moving into position. Ice knew exactly what he was doing there. That was...
So again, they clear out those creep waves. Tier 1 towers that have been taken is just top right now for Alliance. Likewise, though, Fnatic have only been able to claim the one in the bottom lane. And looks like Mickey just sort of scouting here for this Shadows Fiend. If Chen was nearby, it'd be a pretty good opportunity to go for a kill, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. And well, Mickey runs into DJ with jabs there as well.
Problem is they don't have any kind of a lockdown for this Puck. He's 5-0 and 4. I think Puck needs to play more of a split pushing game. Just try to be on a different side of the map, but he needs boots of travel for that.
Another coil out onto 2. Wukong's command as the follow-up, keeping everybody stuck in this area. Ice tries to shield craft his way out of there, but it's not quite going to happen. And the big Earth Splitter comes through and able to connect. Boxy in some trouble as well. He will die. So 2 dead by virtue of Boxy, 2 dead by virtue of MP, and now Shadowblade walk away. Shadow Fiend lives, and now gonna come back in for one more right click onto Quakeva. Doesn't quite connect on the raise there, but MP is gonna look to try and finish the job as Jabs also in the area. Mickey will see if he can claim any type of revenge here. Jabs running away, but jukes away into the trees and is able to escape yet again on nothing. And still they hold their tier 1 tower mid.
Yep, and Lifestealer almost has his relic, so he's getting more farmed. And once that Radiance comes online, it's going to make life quite a bit more difficult for the Puck.
Oh yeah, Monkey King as well. Razor relies on dealing the physical right clicks once he drains the damage with the static link. Monkey King, well, he needs 2 more components to finish his BKB.
I was trying to figure out what you're saying further, and I realized, oh, components, yeah. I thought you meant he needs 2 more competence. I was like, what?
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
So 3.
How many languages do you speak?
Oh, I speak, no, I don't speak. I barely speak English. What am I talking about? That's bad. 3,000 gold lead right now for Fnatic. And despite that early good laning phase...
Beers on me tonight, Basekeep.
Get out of here. You guys are picking on the poor old NA folk. God. Uh-oh, Infest into the creep. Now he's doing the runaway. Look at that guy.
Zoom. The creep is also fast.
I feel like he's faster farming if he punches himself and not as the creep. So the GG bets favoring right now Fnatic. About 5-1, but certainly they're not out of it. You know, the Skywrath Mage can do a lot. We've seen how strong Monkey King can be in the later stages of the game as well.
They have a good combo with Puck to keep them in Wukong's command.
Oh no.
And the Frostbite comes through. Mickey, Yule Scepter lift up. They have the ulti out from Jabs and trying to phase shift, trying to live, seeing what they can do. But they get the silence. Always lucky with the shot. And they give him the tip.
Man, Mickey was really close to playing his way out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not the creep. Let's take the Chen kill, maybe. No, okay.
The creep is worth it, man. It's the moral victory that you get. Show him that you can't stun him. But Abed taking this mid tier 1 tower. The silence was there onto Chen coming from the lucky shot, but they take over the catapult, and Abed now has to back away. Oh. Yule Scepter, trying to live, set up for the Earth Splitter, and with the Frostbite, and then just the BKB Requiem. Abed, with no regard for human life, kills off Quakeva, takes down Taiga, and they're gonna chase, see if they can kill him off in turn, but the Shadowblade, the walkway, it's silence enough to get the kill. Ice trying to take down the Chen with the Urn charge on him. It will be good enough, and now Mickey also in trouble as the Pango is just rolling through, causing death, destruction, mayhem, and a couple more things as Boxy wants to finish it off, but all of Alliance are in the grave, and they will be the one to claim the mid-tier 1 tower.
It's looking so good for Fnatic right now. Radiance is online. Now the items on Lifestealer is gonna pile up. He can go for a Manta Style to get rid of the 2 silences inside of Alliance, and it's not looking good. These heroes on side of Alliance are not gonna scale that much. Razor is gonna fall off. Monkey King, he still needs a BKB recipe.
Yeah, and none of them went for greedy builds. either, right? Like the Monkey King went just Echo Saber BKB, so not even a Maelstrom. I'm not saying that they should have. I like the itemization that they've gone for this game, but the fact that they're losing fights now with item builds that aren't necessarily designed to go late game is a bad look if you're Alliance. It's very worrying. Since the lifesteal is only just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger.
Oh, with Spirit Vessel, Yule Scepter to try and live, but Jabs, the CM's got you in her sight. She's coming for you, buddy. The coil is there, but it doesn't interrupt channeling spells, and that's a big one coming out from Jabs as MP slows him down. The Radiance Burn, a song of ice and fire and pain for Koikva. 22 minutes in, 11,000 net worth lead, and they're going to chase for more. Abed's just on top of Insania. Oh, it feels bad, man. Oh, geez. Pigs flying.
You know what bothers me? That Pangolier ulti is stopped when he's leashed.
Yeah.
So what do you think it should do?
Well, if you look at Dream Coil, it says pierces spell immunity no.
Yeah, that's the one thing I have a problem with.
Okay,
look at Rolling Thunder, it says magic immune ball. What?
I'm pretty sure that we need the Dream Coil tooltip updated. That's okay. The pierce to spell immunity no is to do with the stun, the break stun.
There's
right?
no stun at all anymore on it though.
Huh?
There's no stun on
The
Dream
break.
Coil. Oh, on the
when
break.
you break it.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, for instance, does Shadow Fiend? His says pierces BKB yes, and that's to do with like the effect, right?
That's to do with the debuff.
Right, the debuff. And the debuff in this case is the leash state. So doesn't that kind of...
I just think that the tooltip hasn't been updated.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for Puck.
Yeah.
I think that the way that it works mechanically right now is fine, but the tooltip is confusing, yes.
Uh-oh. Who's in trouble here? Oh, Ray's up on the high ground. Not bad. And Wukong's command out there as well. Jabs gets a lot of armor in the ulti.
They both have bonus armor. Who's got the...
Well,
Who's
CM
got
does
more magical damage? Yeah.
Oh, Koikva ran down.
Oh, no.
Does he get out? Dropping the items.
Maybe he decides to
Give him the offering.
My item or your life? Make a choice.
Look at the build on Pango. Vlad's, Spirit Vessel, Force Staff.
How big does the item that he drops need to be for you to cancel your TP and break
Anything.
it?
If it's a
Anything?
Force Staff, Vlad's...
What if it's just a stout
Spirit-
shield?
I'll just destroy that. I'm not going to even try to pick it up.
If Lifestealer drops his Radiance, I would definitely break my TP. That's the dream.
I would
right there.
break my items to break his Radiance.
Oh, disarm. All right. Well, now he sounds.
This Spirit Vessel is so rough to play against. And he's going to juke back the other way. Mickey!
Jabs didn't have his screen in the right place. Jabs' hero was right on top of the phase shift, but he was clearly chasing after the orb. He got faked out. All right. Well, Roshan coming up. Shadowfiend going for a Hex.
Yeah, why not?
Very, very impactful if he gets later levels as well. Get the. Is it still big fat cooldown reduction at the end of Shadowfiend's? Yeah, 40% cooldown reduction.
The dream. We have seen some of them go for the presence though, depending upon the build. But I think for this one, you definitely go the cooldown reductions.
Actually, yeah. Different kind of item build, but on level 15, I've seen Shadowfiends picking up presence or affect buildings, and then you get the 25.
The
yeah.
yeah.
Mickey, seeing what he can do against DJ.
Yeah, still cutting waves.
Oh, and MP moving into position. They have the silence top of Force Staff. Okay. He's out of there very quickly, and now Koikva pops the BKB to try and run, but they caught themselves the puck. Yule Scepter to try and stay alive. Do they have the damage in time to chase forward for more? Oh, the Boundless Strike onto 3, saving a life there. Is it going to be enough? It looks like it will. Mickey, they have vision with that ET Spirit, and the chase forward, lucky shot, not quite going to be there. They get the silence out. Abed, in the duration of that BKB, chases forward for Boxy, needs to walk away for the moment to BKB on a tree. Not often that you see that one, but it looks like Boxy will eventually be cleaned up, and Tagya also in some trouble. The raise connects. Mickey going to try and jaunt back into the base. Ice have him in his sights and is trying to chase the Force Staff in this boulder as well. Okay, Yule Scepter, seeing if he can live. They bought back on the Skywrath Mage to get the silence out to try and keep everybody else alive. They're fighting underneath the tier 4 towers. This is the Fnatic way. They will lose the CM, but Alliance are going to lose 4 and likely 5, as this puck has nowhere left to go, really. Mickey caught by the Spirit Vessel and eventually killed.
There's still 2 tier 2s up. Fnatic are diving tier 4s. That's a real statement, but they are up 21k gold, so they can make this happen. Alliance, it just feels like the early game was good, but then they just didn't succeed in turning it into anything. And the supports sort of hit this brick wall at level 3, where they just didn't scale after that. It was very strange.
And they want to close out this game. Lifestealer has Deso queued up. It's pretty sad that Shadowfin didn't pick up Presence or Effects. Building's talent on 15.
Yeah, and 2 souls. He's ready to go. They're going to take down this tier 3 very quickly. And Alliance at this point is just, what do these heroes do? Like the Chen and the Skywrath don't really provide what they need.
Oh no.
God, he caught him in the tree. Ice, the long duration stun. Boxy already down to about a quarter HP as he starts this Wukong's command and just gets torn asunder by this Shadow Fiend as Koikba tries to run as well. Hex out, there's gonna be the Requiem, there's gonna be the kill. Buyback coming from the puck, seeing if they can do anything at all here, but sharing the damage from that Mystic Flare, and GG is called. Alliance end the day 0-4, Fnatic 4-0.
Fnatic looking good. I do think they need to control some of the like clownier aspects of their gameplay a little bit. There are teams in this tournament that are going to punish them for some of that stuff, but it was fun to watch today, for sure.
They had some great games. We got to see an Abed Meepo. He went out of control.
Yep.
That was cool.
Yep. Ice. Bounty Hunter. I don't want any more of that. No, one game was enough for this tournament for me.
I mean, they won, right?
Was it because of the Bounty Hunter, though?
For sure.
Yes?
Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, Bounty Hunter destroyed him first couple of minutes.
I wanted to see them just like shackles and hex somebody and then just keep punching them with Janata. Just keep them in the same place the entire time.
Yeah.
Just like get them in a corner and mug them.
What you really need to do is you got to trap somebody on a high ground, right?
Oh.
And then Bounty Hunter's just like,
up
you know,
there,
there are some positions where you can like melee attack from the low ground. Yeah, just trap somebody up there, keep canceling their TP, and then just completely drain them dry.
That's the dream.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our final series of the day. As far as like sort of where you rate these two groups next to each other, is Secret still just the be-all, end-all as far as people to watch in this tournament? Or do you think Fnatic has what it takes to maybe come at them as we get to the later stages?
I feel like Fnatic is definitely below Team Secret, but if they step up their game, they're looking good. But with this kind of a play, I don't think they can take on Team Secret because Team Secret doesn't... they don't allow them to make so many mistakes and get away with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Fnatic versus OG.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
OG...
You think that's a bit more of a...
It could go both ways.
I'm an OG believer.
I'd be very interested to see that series, actually.
That would be a fun series to watch.
Because I think...
That'd be cool.
Secret have, like, they probably got better drafting and better like lane play. Fnatic's, the way that they're playing their lanes is really up there, but I think their drafting is letting them down a little bit. And it might be that I think OG's drafting is looking really good, and then the lanes and stuff are sometimes a little bit shaky. So it could be interesting to see how those teams face off against each other. But it still seems like Secret are by far the best team at this event.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the other thing to watch for, as you can see right down here in the bottom of the screen, is that after today, you can start voting for who you feel like the MVP of the tournament is. And that person will get a Mercedes-Benz. God, I wish that we could win that. That would be...
Where's the caster MVP?
That would be a great vote. I would sell out so hard for that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Would you eat... I'm thinking about the summit voting. People are eating like raw onions and stuff on the... I don't know if you guys are following the Smash.
Would I eat a raw onion for Mercedes-Benz? Yes.
Well, no, to try and get people
would.
to vote for you.
That's true.
Not that you'd be guaranteed the...
It's not a one-to-one comparison.
No, it's not. I would definitely eat a bunch of raw onions for a Mercedes-Benz. If you're listening, Mercedes, sign me
Call
up.
me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us for our first day of the tournament. Thank you so much. This is why I got them here. They're there to get my back. I got their back. It's beautiful things. But Dota 2 is going to continue on tomorrow. More from ESL One Katowice tomorrow. I believe that the other streams are just finishing off as well. 3 streams all day long, all throughout these group stages, and we'll be here tomorrow. Same time, same place. See you guys then.